right, and for whoever picked card pile number one, here's your beautiful cards. The first one is the Nine of Swords, second one is the Seven of Coins, and the third card is the Seven of Swords. So to me this week, this kind of feels as though, especially with the Nine of Swords being there, this is like our fears and our worries, like our worst nightmares coming true. This is swords. So this is like all of our mental space. Maybe we're spending a lot of time up in there. Maybe we're like literally having nightmares around like what we got to do going forward. But listen, if we want to get over this, if we want to stop this cycle this week, Seven of Coins is asking us to get into like a successful routine. Find something here that is like physical or tangible that you can get a hold of. What action steps can you take towards your goals and your dreams instead of just sitting in bed freaking out about the what ifs? So don't what if yourself to death. Don't should yourself to death. This week, this is really about finding that successful routine, sitting down, having a goal, working towards it. Yeah, you're going to be tired. Look at this guy here. He's kind of exhausted, but look, he's starting to actually have things come to fruition here for him. So I think it's interesting also with the Seven of Swords. Card is like one of like taking risks. Sometimes this can talk about affairs and deception and some wild shit going on here. But I really feel like this week there's more about like taking a risk and like going after what you want. Don't let your fears and worries stop you here. If you can get into a successful routine, know what those goals are, and start doing something tangible again to work towards it. Guys, this doesn't have to be some major shift. This could be like small little steps towards like a huge major goal. So they're saying this week, I think, with card pile number one, take a risk on taking an action step towards something that you want so badly. And guys, here with coins, this usually talks about career or family and home. So in any one of those places, invest wisely and make sure that what you're going towards is like a realistic goal that you can actually like move towards. So again, what steps can we take this week? Let's face ourselves and the mental fuckery that we're putting ourselves through. Don't let fear hold you back from something that you've been wanting to build and something that you've been wanting to be successful at. Take that risk. Do the big thing. You fucking got this. All right, and if we picked card pile number two, here's your beautiful cards. Your first one is the King of Cups. Second one is the Ten of Cups. Your final card is the Ten of Wands. So this is an interesting combo. To me, this feels like this week that we're going to have a really important male figure here with the King of Cups. Traditionally, this guy usually talks about like a romantic person, but this can also be like a father figure that's like deeply loving. This is like the most psychic of all the kings. This guy is like totally up in his feelings. He has very passionate feelings. This is someone that loves to take care of his people, but he also doesn't let his emotions totally take over. This is one of those kings that's like, he trusts his intuition, but he also lets his head guide him too. So he works with both places, head and his heart. This can also indicate somebody that might be a drinker, like a heavy drinker, or somebody that's maybe like does a lot of drugs also too. But for the most part, this traditionally talks about an older male figure showing up on the scene here that really truly loves us, that's mature, that's able to show up, is emotionally available. And with the Ten of Cups here, I mean, God, this is like one of the best cards you can get in the whole deck, if you ask me. With the Ten of Cups, this is like ease, content, bliss, fulfillment. We've reached a new level here that's like everything that we've ever wished and hoped for. But with the Ten of Wands, this usually talks about like hopelessness, betrayal. There's like sadness, overworked, overburdened. Like there's too much going on. Look at her. She's fucking sad. What happened, ho? What happened? You can move away from that chandelier. Anyways, the point is, I feel like there's going to be an important male figure showing up this week to help you overcome. Maybe we felt as though the relationship here was something, maybe we got betrayed, or maybe we thought it was like a false relationship, or maybe we've had nothing but hopelessness around this connection. So whether this be family, friendship, love, it doesn't matter. Whatever's happening here, can I say that there's like real love here? And that maybe also too, we need to start paying attention to the ways that maybe we're fucking with ourselves. And so is there an important something happening here this week where maybe we need some father healing? Maybe we don't trust our relationships with other people. And so this person, this older male figure this week is going to be coming in, talking about their feelings, letting you know how they feel, helping you to overcome this hopelessness, this burden, this feeling of betrayal. And that maybe recognizing too that maybe, because if you notice here, she's tied to this. She can move at any point. So in what ways are we fucking with ourselves and holding ourselves back from relationships that are maybe emotionally nourishing, something here that's on offer, maybe that we want to go towards, but maybe we're terrified of it. So check your motivations this week, or check why you're saying yes or no to things. And especially if there's an offer on deck here, especially to clear up something, maybe that's something that happened between you guys, whatever emotionally occurred here, just know I feel like everything is back on track, and we're going to be getting over that cycle of oppressiveness and hopelessness. Face the shit that you got to face, and recognize too maybe your hand in what you had here. Sit down, really have a good conversation, and recognize too that our vulnerability is our power. And finally, if you pick card pile number 3, here's your beautiful cards. Your first one is the Four of Coins. Your second one is the Page of Wands. And the final card is a major arcana card, talking about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You got the Hierophant. So to me this week, I kind of feel like this is kind of saying like, I think maybe it's time to go back to school. All right, so let's break this down. The reason why I'm saying this is with the Four of Coins here, this is really about like investments and planning, control, managing your wealth, or trying to manage some wealth that we're trying to build here. To me, this is a card of foundations. With the Page of Wands here too, this kind of makes me feel as though like we've been receiving messages around what we need to invest our time in, where we need to start to build up our base, or like maybe where we need to start investing our time, energy, love, money. Guys, with coins here, this is like tangible. I got to taste it, touch it, see it, smell it to know that it's real. With wands here, this is our passion and our fire. This is the thing that gets us up the fuck up out of bed. Guys, coupled with the Hierophant, this is the ultimate mentor card. Sometimes this can even talk about like finding a good therapist, finding a good mentor, finding a good teacher. To me, this card, the Hierophant, always talks about, this can even talk about like coming into union with someone, even including yourself. Traditionally, the Hierophant talks about marriage. But with the Hierophant here, I kind of get this feeling that this has more to do with like a mentor situation, maybe even taking a class that puts you outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you've been receiving messages lately around where it is that you need to invest your time, energy, money, your knowledge, your wealth of knowledge, into a class, or getting like with a good mentor, planning something here so that we can say yes to that message that we keep receiving around our passion and what it is the fuck that we want to do, so that we can actually move forward in the world, being happy, doing what the fuck we got to do here, being called to come back into union with ourselves around what it is that we actually want and moving towards that goal. We just maybe need the education, the backup on that. So I want to say this week, if you got card pile number 3, just start, maybe looking out and just kind of seeing like what classes are on offer. What do I want to do here that would really make me happy, or make me feel as though I'm adding to maybe my knowledge base, or maybe even like maybe what would help me get more money with my work. But I want to say, guys, here with the Page of Wands, there needs to be some passion. Part of this, we need to be ambitious about this. And so, what are these messages we keep receiving in the world? What is the world saying back to us? Maybe even something that we don't even realize that we want here. So invest wisely. Look for a good mentor this week, or get yourself into a class or something so that you can go outside of your comfort zone and really start living that passionate life, doing the work that you love to do, investing in yourself so you can move forward in the way that you want. Well done, you guys. All right. I hope to God any and all of those messages made sense. Thank you guys so much for joining me this week. I should be back on Friday or Saturday with the messages of hope. I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you for putting up with, the shortened version this week. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.